Hello, I'm Gina Cheatham.
And I'm Candice Coleman.
And welcome to the Daily Mix. That's right. Now, you all see that this is not Ivy, but this is my good friend Candice standing in for.
Nice to be here.
I'm happy that you're here.
I have big shoes to fill.
Well, they're not that big. She has small feet.
Yeah, well, that's true.
She's out in Vegas kicking it. Can you believe that?
What a great way to celebrate your birthday.
Absolutely.
Great place.
But I'm not mad at her because today our weather's incredible, is it not?
It's gorgeous and the perfect temperature and day to go out and vote. I see you voted.
Yes,
Good for
I
you.
did. Did you get a chance?
Well, didn't everybody vote?
I hope they did.
Yes.
Well, we all know that St. Louis is the coolest city to vote in and live in. But some others are finally realizing it too.
That's
and
right.
according to Realtors.com, it's recently ranked number 8 on the list of the top 10 trendiest U.S. cities that you can still afford to buy in.
That's right.
And the team looked at over 500 of the largest cities in the country in search of those that combine fun,
Hip,
young,
culture rich,
urban experiences with affordability for the long haul.
The list credits St. Louis's crazy good food scene, fabulous music, and medium home price of $145,000 as reasons it's one of the trendiest. Between Blueberry Hill and the Blues Week Festival
yes.
every spring. Love that. St. Louisans are spoiled with awesome tunage.
We are.
And yes, we are. And everyone knows the St. Pat's Day in St. Louis is one of the best. The #1 trendiest city, by the way, chosen, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City?
I love Salt Lake City.
I was thinking like Miami. That's my favorite
But the
city.
Sundance Film Festival,
Okay, and then
the skiing,
and the furs.
and the food. I could just
and
go
the
on
furs.
and on.
You know, I love fashion, so yeah.
There you go.
I could see it, but I still think Miami tops the list.
Okay.
Well, today is a big day as voters from both Missouri and Illinois are heading to the polls to vote for their favorite 2016 presidential candidates. And college students could potentially play a big role
That's right.
in selecting the presidential nominees in both states. This is the first time many St. Louis University students will have an opportunity to vote in a presidential election year. The university recently had a Super Tuesday watch party.
I bet that was fun. And evidently, financial aid for students is the main issue that will be guiding their decisions in the voting booths. Both parties are paying close attention to Missouri because it appears to still be up for grabs. The major party's 2 frontrunners, Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Hillary Clinton, each did well on Super Tuesday, but not well enough to seal the nominations. Today could well determine if either of them, or both, amass unbeatable leads or fall back.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure my candidate will win.
I hope so.
All right, well, let's get started on today's
Daily Mix.
Check it out.
Candice, spring is definitely around the corner, hence the reason I
goodness.
wore my sandals today.
And they're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And what better time to check out the annual Orchid Show at the Missouri Botanical Garden. It runs through March 27th and is a once-a-year opportunity to see a rotating display of hundreds of orchids from the garden's expansive permanent living collection amid a tropical oasis inside the Orthowine Floral Display Hall.
And you also won't want to miss a Wild Ideas Worth Sharing speaker series held in collaboration with the Academy of Science St. Louis. It offers opportunities to network, learn, and envision a more biodiverse St. Louis region and world. Dr. Tariq Steve Art, a Mobot's global research team, will be presenting his unique advancements in shade house propagation.
Well, my favorite word, horticulturist. Horticulturist Babs Wagner will provide, she'll be providing behind-the-scenes perspectives on the garden's renowned living orchid collection, one of the largest and finest in the U.S. to date. More than 15,000 living orchids collected in the field have been grown right here in the Missouri Botanical Gardens and shade house network across Africa, leading to the discovery of more than 50 previously unknown species. Can you believe that?
Very cool. And your uncle is a horticulturist,
Exactly.
by the way, right?
Hence the reason I love the word horticulturist. Can you say
he's
that?
got like a dream job, like in
Exactly.
New York, doesn't he?
Well, in New York, he goes into like the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building and all those wonderful displays in the lobby with all the wonderful. He does all that.
Impressive.
Yes, that's the first time I learned what a horticulturist is.
Very good. Now, our youth are in the limelight for a number of reasons this week. First off, Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey recently surprised teachers across Missouri by fully funding all of the classroom and school projects they had registered on DonorsChoose.org. Dorsey is a St. Louis native, by the way, who graduated from Bishop DuBourg High School. His contributions have funded more than 100 projects benefiting thousands of children of every age. They help buy supplies and learning opportunities for students in most districts in the area, including Francis Howell, Webster Groves, Hazelwood, and Hancock Place.
And some of those are Chromebooks for the debate team at Clyde C. Miller Career Academy and gym equipment for a fully functional PE program at Preclaris Mastery Academy.
Sounds good.
The impact of the contribution is perhaps the most profound in high-poverty schools. Lucas Crossing Elementary will receive fiction and non-fiction books to fill 2 classroom libraries. And Werner Elementary will get Kindle Fire tablets to help students with phonics and reading.
Very cool. Well-known funny man Stephen Colbert is a DonorsChoose.org board member and actually inspired #BestSchoolDay, a call to action for people to fund supplies and resources for classrooms in need across America. Nationwide, more than 50 athletes, actors, founders, and philanthropists have committed to more than, get this, $14 million to fund nearly 12,000 projects ranging from art supplies to field trips. The site allows everyone to help a classroom in need. If you're interested in helping out, go to DonorsChoose.org.
It's a wonderful program. When I was teaching, that, you know, a lot of times we needed things in the classroom and you just post it right up there and people can donate, and before you know it, you got it in your classroom and you're on a roll.
Social media changing everything.
I love it. And there's more exciting news for some local students. 8th graders at Ridgewood Middle School are receiving national attention for projects using science, technology, engineering, art, and math that help students with special needs. Students in teacher Ryan Weidman's STEAM 101 class in the Fox School District are among 15 finalists in a competition challenging teams of students to solve real-world issues in their community using particular classroom skills.
Very good. The Ridgewood team noticed that some disabled classmates had difficulty staying upright in their wheelchairs, so they consulted with a physical therapist and local engineering company. The result, the use of compressed cardboard to create classroom furniture that would make their friends most comfortable. I love this. So far, they've won $40,000 in technology from Samsung. They'll pitch their project Shark Tank style to a panel of judges for the chance to win the grand prize of about $120,000 in technology for their school.
Isn't that awesome?
I got goosebumps just
And you
reading
can
that.
help them out by voting until 10:59 p.m. St. Louis time on April 1st, and anyone can tweet and post their vote on Twitter and Instagram using the school's dedicated hashtag #SamsungSolve, RMS, and #SamsungSolve on Instagram or Twitter. Voting is limited to 1 vote per person per day, so you can get on there every day
and keep
from
doing it
now
over
to
and over.
Exactly.
I love it.
You know what? I think I'm going to do it because that's a wonderful idea. How cool is that? I love it when kids look out for other kids. You got to build a community in your classroom.
And speaking of talent, local talent just keeps on keeping on. Last fall, an amazing young man made a name for himself by creating a mural using more than, get this, 5,900 Rubik's Cubes. The Stan Musial mural is displayed at Ballpark Village. And now, by the way, up-and-coming artist Connor Wright is at it again. The St. Louis Priory School senior's newest work of art will reside at the Magic House St. Louis Children's Museum when it's finished.
And he'll be working on the giant mosaic created out of 300,000 crayons with 1,000 area students. Talk about collaboration.
Yeah.
And using the technique of pointillism and an algorithm he designed, Wright is creating a colorful new addition to represent the St. Louis riverfront skyline. How pretty.
In exchange for his work, the museum will be offering 5 free family nights for nonprofit organizations serving youth in need. Wright will install the crayon mural at the museum during the week of March 21st, where it will be on permanent display. I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it, but guess what? They offered to pay him, and he said, no, take that money and give it so that kids in the schools can come and see it for free. Is that not the nicest?
That's so
I
cool.
love to see our youth, I mean, creating a community and looking out for other people.
And artists giving back.
Absolutely. And let's not forget our youth at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis. That's right. Before long, it'll be summer, and that means camp! The club plays a powerful role in making summer a time for learning and developmental games for club members. And campers are exposed to a variety of learning experiences and participate in field trips, social recreation, and cultural activities on site and in the community.
The 5 core program areas are character and leadership, development, education, and career development, health and life skills, the arts, and sports, fitness, and recreation are offered, by the way, throughout the summer. It's truly a fun and dynamic experience that will spark creativity, engagement, and exploration through an individualized, structured learning experience.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to go to camp.
Okay. I wish we could go back to camp, 6th grade camp, remember? And just imagine this. At a museum filled with stories of St. Louisans who have overcome extreme circumstances at a young age, and young people today can aspire to be like them as well. You'll find it all at the George B. Vashon African Research Museum. The display cases are filled with examples after examples of African Americans who overcame immense obstacles. The museum founder, Calvin Riley, is hoping to send a message to the youth of the 21st century through the historical figures in the exhibits. And Riley retired from teaching at St. Louis Public Schools to establish the George B. Vashon Cultural Research Center. And the museum opened last year in an old rehab mansion in North St. Louis.
Look at him, he is so darling.
Yes, he
Many
is.
artifacts include items from Do Good Chemical Laboratories and Manufacturers, the company of pioneering African-American chemist Lincoln Do Good, started in 1947. The company's artifacts, letters, photos, and cancer research papers in Riley's museum tell the story. It also houses photographs of civil rights leaders like the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., autographed pictures of legendary black singers, musicians, sports figures, and entertainers such as Jimi Hendrix, Sam Cooke, and Louis Armstrong, to name a few. For more about the museum, just check out the information right there on our screen.
Oh wow, that sounds really cool. I've never heard of this before, and it sounds like something I'd like to do on the weekend.
I love the artists and the music.
Me too.
And, St. Louis is just bustling with all cool things to do. No wonder we were named
St.
in
Louis has the coolest
top
people.
trend list. Huh? Yeah. Well,
I
there
mean,
you go.
you're so
That's right.
cool.
You are too, hon.
I know. I was just joking. The on-again, off-again effort to bring professional soccer to town has not only received a shot in the arm in recent weeks from Major League Soccer coaches, the league's commissioner, local sports talk radio, and social media, but now there's a hint on a stadium location site. And there have been numerous proposed sites, but at a recent hearing, an attorney for the St. Louis Regional Convention and Sports Complex Authority said that a Major League Soccer stadium could be located on land controlled by the state-created entity.
The RSA has under option land on the North Mississippi riverfront that was to be the site of a football stadium for the Rams until, of course, the team left for Los Angeles. The RSA could also acquire other land. Another attorney arguing that his clients, including former state rep Jeanette Mott Oxford, should have been allowed to intervene in a case that led to a decision voiding a city ordinance requiring voter approval for any tax dollars used for a professional sports facility. A decision for the Court of Appeals, by the way, could take months.
Anticipation's building for the opening of the new downtown Sugar Fire Smokehouse. Ooh, I love barbecue.
I love Sugar Fire.
And it could open sooner than expected.
I hope so.
I hope so by the spring. The new location of the popular barbecue restaurant will be 605 Washington Avenue. Future neighbors along that section of the Washington Avenue corridor make the location especially appealing.
That's right, having neighbors like the National Blues Museum, robust downtown, Pie Pizzeria, and Gerard Craft's forthcoming Piranha Pasta and Gelato can be nothing but a big plus. Diners can expect the same delicious menu as the original Olivet location. The downtown Sugar Fire will also include a separate bar. Anxious like me, patrons can expect a September 1st opening.
I hope it opens earlier though.
I just love to
have
see
you
the
ever been to Sugar
restaurants,
Fire?
by the way, going back on Washington Avenue, coming back to downtown St. Louis. It's very exciting. And no, I have not. We should have them on as a guest.
Yeah, we really should. And maybe they'll bring us some barbecue. And more restaurant news. Another fast casual food chain is eyeing a move to St. Louis market. Nuke's Eatery, which is known for their variety of made-from-scratch sandwiches, pizzas, and other cafe items, recently announced it is targeting the area for franchise development. The company's looking at downtown, Brentwood, Richmond Heights, Chesterfield, Clayton, and Creve Coeur for possible locations.
Well, the second-generation establishment cites its all-fresh food, nearly full-service hospitality, and open kitchen concepts as what makes it stand out from competitors. Nukes requires its franchise owners to have restaurant ownership experience and be operationally capable of opening 3 to 5 eateries. The Mississippi-based company plans to add 15 to 18 Nukes in the St. Louis region over the next 5 to 6 years, and I'm hungry now.
Oh,
Talking
so
about
am
this
I.
food,
So
I'm
am I.
telling
You're
you.
starving. I'm starving too. However, it gets better from here.
Okay.
You know, food, when you eat, you got to go do what?
Shop.
Shop.
Yes.
And the world's largest retailer is planning a third St. Louis area location. It's a small format Walmart store known as a neighborhood market in Darden Prairie. It'll be about 46,000 square feet, about a quarter the size of a Walmart supercenter. The new grocery store will feature a full-service pharmacy, health and beauty items, baby and pet supplies, and other household goods to go along with groceries and produce.
The concept for the neighborhood market stores is to give customers on the go quick access to fresh produce, groceries, pharmacy, and other products typically found in a larger Walmart. The Darden Prairie store near the corner of Fice and Bryan Roads is expected to employ 95 full and part-time workers. And by the way, they had the neighborhood markets in Florida. I've gone
Did
into
they?
them.
Oh.
Very cool. So it's not all the crowds. It doesn't take forever to go through the store. So I actually thought they were very nice.
Did they have clothing and all that stuff just like
They did.
Okay.
So we'll see how they mix it up for St. Louis.
Well, you know me. I'll have to go check it out.
I know.
And Live Nation Entertainment is the largest live entertainment company operating concert promotions, venue operations, sponsorship, and ticketing solutions. And they recently announced a lineup of great shows coming to this area this summer, Candice.
Can't wait.
Don't miss Brantley Gilbert, Take It Outside Tour 2016 with Justin Moore and Colt Ford at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on Saturday, June 11th.
Then the 105.7 The Point Big Summer Show. Slipknot with Marilyn Manson and Of Mice and Men at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on Thursday, August 4th. And Def Leppard lovers like me, catch them at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on Saturday, August 27th. Tickets are already on sale and I will be there.
Okie dokie, Def Leppard. Doesn't that take us back to high school?
Oh my gosh, yes it does.
Are we
7th
telling
grade
her?
with all my girlfriends. Photograph.
Okay.
Oh.
And speaking of great musical talent, our next guest is loaded with it. This is the lovely Miss Brianna Elise Brown, who is St. Louis's newest rising star on the R&B scene. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you
the
for coming
Prodigy.
tonight.
I'm
Thank
so
you so
excited
much
to
for
have you
having me.
here.
So excited to be here.
I'm so excited, but you know, I said the newest rising star, but you're an old hand at this, aren't you?
A little bit. I've been doing it for quite a while. I mean, I started off singing since I was 3, so I've been doing it since then. But I've just been going and learning my craft, and I really got into it in high school. I started taking vocal lessons, and I'd been taking piano lessons.
Like since you were 8. Like
Yeah.
you started when you were 8.
I was.
Impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what high
Your
school
mom
did
must
you
be
go
so
to?
proud. By the way, she's in the wings.
It was her doing. But I went to Central Visual and Performing Arts High School.
Another
so-
St. Louis public school star.
know.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I really got my start there, and I was actually, I guess you could say, discovered there by Mr. Tony Thompson, Kwame Building Group, Kwame Foundation, and now TV Studios. He saw me at a performance there, and from then on, he ushered me into my first headlining performance at the Sheldon Concert Hall.
Headlining
Exactly.
Sheldon
Yeah.
Well, no,
Concert
I've heard
Hall.
you've been doing quite a few concerts and opening for some really big acts here in St. Louis recently.
Do tell.
But, I opened for Chrisette Michelle when she came. More recently, I
love
opened for
Chrisette.
Carl Thomas, and I will be opening for Donnell Jones on Mother's Day.
Oh,
So that's exciting, yes.
Yes, girl.
Can't
I
wait.
love Donnell Jones,
Congratulations. I mean-
and of course I love Carl Thomas as well.
Did you have like any idea? I mean, like
Well, it
you
was
would be so like big.
it was a dream of mine, and I just kept it going, and I just put everything I had into it, and Tony really picked it up and got me going with the Live Your Dream concert. Yeah.
Hey, I
Really?
think we have some
This
video
of you.
of
Yes,
nice.
performing. Let's check it out.
Okay.
You almost perfect because it was brand new. I never thought that I'd be feeling you like I do. but I do. Yeah, it's true. I never really been the one to trust. Somehow everything feels different about us, and it's got me suspecting that we could turn into something that's way past lust. Baby, you got me right.
Wow,
Voice
you
of
look
an
really
angel,
pretty.
and you look so pretty.
But your
Thank
voice
you.
is incredible.
Thank you so much.
You know, I love it. What's your favorite music to sing?
Well, as a real musician, I can't have a favorite. I don't think that's allowed. I love singing R&B and jazz and even classical. I love musical theater, so.
Do you?
I do. I
Well,
love so much.
you know, I've kind of known you for a while, and yes, I've seen you on stage perform musical theater, and I love watching you because you just embrace it all. But I was going to ask you, what are you doing now in terms of developing?
Well, I go to Webster University. I'm a music major, and I take vocal lessons there. Also, I'm with T-Beat Studio. I'm signed, and I've been there for about a year now, and I plan to keep going, and I'm making my music there with them.
I have a feeling we'll say we knew her well.
Exactly. Hold on. Give me a little hint of what you can do.
Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. Though the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own.
All right, okay. For more information about singer-songwriter Brianna Elise Brown, just check out the links we put up on the screen. I love her voice. You all, you're gonna see her name in big lights all across the country.
Thank you, singer-songwriter
Thank
Brianna
you.
Elise Brown, T-Beat's entertainment manager Anthony Thompson, and by the way, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and her as well, and drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you.
And that's it
goosebumps.
for the Daily Mix. But keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.
And we'll see you
next time. Oh my God.